Hi. I'm a dad. Surprise. Yeah, I have had sex. I love being a dad. It's so much fun, but it's also the hardest thing I've ever done. Like being a dad, it tests you all the time. Like I remember one time when my son was 2 years old, he had like grabbed a plastic bag and started putting it on his head. And I had to quickly react, right? So I snatched it off his head so fast that my son started crying. And he started crying so hard, I almost put the bag back on. I was like, no, this is for your future. It's also hard because I don't get to do the drugs I want to do anymore. I have to schedule my drugs. That's so fucking lame. But weed is the best drug to parent on. Weed is so good to parent on, yeah. Because when I'm sober, my son's stories are so boring. But when I'm high, I'm like, go on. Middle, yeah, buddy. We don't need an end. As you guys can probably tell, I am circumcised. I've been circumcised for a long time, since before I could remember. And when me and my wife found out we're going to have a son, we didn't know what to do. So we did a bunch of research of why people still circumcise their sons. And the only reason people give is that fathers want their sons' dicks to look like theirs. That's weird, right? That's so weird! I don't know, like maybe there's some dudes in here that are closer with their dad. I've never once compared dicks with my dad. Never gone with that, hey dad, come on, whip it out! Look, same. Hey grandpa, get in here! Like, same. I look like I'm touch intergenerational trauma! And then we stack them, we take a selfie for Instagram, you know? Hashtag 3 generations. We've never done that. We don't need to do that. I did, who in here was spanked as a growing up? Pretty much everybody. Yeah, you're not allowed to spank your kids anymore. And I think that's right. Like, I think that's right. I don't think you should spank your kids. But it wasn't that traumatizing, was it? Do you know what would be more traumatizing than if your dad spanked you? Is if your dad made you spank him. Yeah, if your dad came home and was like, hey, you made your mama cry. Come over here and spank me. You better get your grades up or you're gonna have to spank my bare bottom. You wouldn't be admitting that to a room full of strangers. I did recently take my son to the public pool. And it was the first time we've been to a public pool since before the pandemic. And I completely forgot everything that happened at the pool. And I forgot to warn my son. And we swam for a bit. And when we were done swimming, we went back to the change room. And my son, he saw an old man dick. And I saw him see it, and I saw him get shook. Like he shook. You ever seen your son get shook? Like he backed up and he physically pointed at it like, what the heck is that? And I was like, I don't know, dude, I'm so sorry. I forgot, I didn't warn you. This is where we allow old men and their dicks next to children. And I'm not trying to rag on anybody in there changing. Like, if you're changing, God bless. But there's people in there that haven't swam in. They're in there 30 minutes, they're not even wet. Like, what are you doing? It's weird. I know it's weird, because if you just took those same two people, you know, the old man Dick, and my son, just moved them 10 feet over into the hot tub. It'd be the weirdest thing of all time. I'd have to yell at him. I'd be like, what are you doing? Get away from my son. Take your dick and my son to the change room. That's where this is normal. Not out here. Those are my jokes. You guys have been an amazing audience. Join us for the show. Thank you.